today's block is a 12-inch block called Propeller, and it's really a quick block to make and easy to make. It consists of 4 flying geese and 4 rectangles, so it's pretty easy to make. Here's your diagram. Here is your flying geese alternative. If you want to make the no-waste flying geese 4 at a time, you can use that method. If you are rotary cutting, you're going to cut 4 patches that are 6.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And for the flying geese units, you're going to cut 8 patches that are 3-inch finished half square triangles. So you'll cut 3 7/8 inch squares and cut them in half once diagonally. And you'll need 4 of these squares cut in half diagonally to make your 8 patches. Also for the flying geese, the big part of the flying geese is the 6-inch finished quarter square triangle pieces. You'll cut 1 square at 7 1/4 inches, then cut it in half diagonally twice to get your 4 patches you need for your 4 flying geese. And if you have an AccuQuilt, we have the dies listed here you can use for these pieces. I used a combination of rotary cutting and the AccuQuilt die to cut mine. For the 3.5 inch by 6.5 inch rectangles, I used the rotary cutter. For the 3-inch finished half square triangles, I used my AccuQuilt die. And for the 6-inch finished quarter square triangles, I rotary cut those. You can tell the difference with the AccuQuilt cuts and with the rotary cut. The AccuQuilt cuts have the points cut off, so that helps you to sew them together and you don't have any nubs to cut off. And then the rotary cutting has points on all 3 sides of the triangle. Okay, so now I'm just going to sew these together and make the flying geese. Now I have all my flying geese made, and I'm going to sew a rectangle to each of the flying geese. You want to put the point of the flying geese next to the rectangle. So sew all the rectangles to all the flying geese. When you stitch your flying geese to your rectangle, you should have the flying geese section on the top and the rectangle next to your feed dogs, because you want to be able to see where your stitching goes. Here's an up-close view of the 1/4 inch stitching that comes down, and this point right here where the black and the white fabric make a point, you want to stitch right on that point. And if you're stitching along at 1/4 inch and this point is not 1/4 inch, then just aim for the point. If you're off a little bit, a few threads, it's not going to matter in your seam allowance, but it will matter in your points. Let's open this up. So there's your point. It's kind of hard to see this because it's got black and white all together right there, but it makes a really nice point. And now just press these seams open. All of our units are stitched together now, and we just need to lay the block out, and the points are going to go in a circular direction. So this point's going right, this is down, this will go left, and this will go up. And now we just need to stitch the block together. Thanks for watching.